Okay. So in previous session, what we saw, that is the if statement, right? What is meant by if? What is meant by nested if? What is meant by else if? We saw that, right? All the things we saw that inside the previous class. There is the if else, if, then nested if. We saw all the things, right? Now we will see the switch. Why, what is meant by switch and why we are using the switch. So today we will see that. So switch. So if you want to use the switch, so why we are using that? If you want to test any variable, okay, suppose if you want to test any variable, that time simply we will use the switch. Switch statement is a multi-way branch statement. Switch statement defines multiple paths of a execution program. If we do this program now, that time you will easily understand what is this means. Okay, so first time, if you want to test the variable, simply we will use this switch. Here we have to write that variable to be tested, then we have to write the multiple cases in that, and after that, if you want anything inside this case, you can write this statement. Then break, why we are using writing break and all, we will see that. We will jump to the program first. Okay, you will see the program first. After that, you will be easily understand what is this means, what is switch, how it will be work. You will be easily understand. Simply, simply will jump to the program. So this is our program. Inside that, what we will do, simply we have to write the switch. Before that, we will write one variable int a equals to, suppose I am writing 20. Okay, suppose I am writing 20 here, or suppose we are writing 10 here. So if you want to write a switch, simply we have to write the switch here. If you want to write if we are writing simple if, no, if you want to write the switch, simply we are writing a switch here. After that, curly brace, parenthesis open, parenthesis close, then curly brace open, curly braces close, same like a if, right? But here inside the parenthesis, what we need to write, the variable to be tested. Okay, the variable which want to test, we have to write inside the parenthesis. Here we have one variable only, this a. So this variable I want to test. So here we will write the variable simply, that is the a. Okay, after that, what we need to write, simply we have to write again cases. Okay, switch is done. Now we have to write the cases. How we'll write the case? So simply you can write here case, and according to the means, suppose we have an integer type of variable, so same thing we have to write the integer type of value inside the case. Okay, suppose if you want an integer type of variable here, same thing we have to write here. Means suppose if you are testing the integer type of value, here you have to give the integer type of value only. Okay, if you are giving here integer, you are testing the integer type of variable. Here you are giving the character value or string value, so it will be give you the error. Okay, inside that, this is the case. Inside that, if you want to print anything, you can print that simple system.out.println. Okay, here if you want to print a 10, so suppose I'm writing a 10, so it will be print 10. Why, how it will be work, we will see that. But before that, I am writing the 2 to 3 case. Okay, so I will write here again this case, another. Okay, here I am writing 20, then here I am writing 30, and here I am writing 40. This much case I have provided. We are testing the variable, that is the a, and here we are providing the cases, multiple cases. That is the case. First case is saying 10. In another case we have 20. In another case we have 30. In another case we have a 40. So we will write simple here, same like that. 20 here, 30, and here simply we will write 40. Okay. In 20, 30, and 40. What it will be do? Simply it will be test a variable. So which is the variable here? That is the a. Okay, a is the variable, and what is the value of a here? That is the 10. Right? What is the value of a here? That is the 10. So it will be check the cases. Where is the 10? Okay, it will be check the cases. Where is the 10? So here is the 10. Here is the 10. So what it will do? It will be come into this case and it will be print in here. Okay, what it will do, it will be test the, it will be test the case. Where is the 10? Here here is the 10, so it will become here and it will print whatever we write inside this case. Okay, suppose what is the value of a here? That is the 10, so it will become here, it will check the first case. Here is the 10. See, okay, this is the case, so it will become here and it will be print this statement. Okay, if I run this one, we will see what will be happen. If I run this one, so 10, 20, 30, 40, all these things are printing. Why all these things are printing is because Here, if it is printing that, okay, if this statement, if this case is executing that, after that it is executing this case also, this case also, this case also. But we don't want to like that, right? If this case is associated with our variable, so that time it have to stop, right? If this case is passed, then it have to pass, if it have to stop here. For that, what we will do? Simply we are writing here break. Okay, means if you are executing this, just break it. Okay, if you are executing this, just break it. Break it means what it will be do? It will become outside of this statement. If JVM see this break statement, what it will do? If JVM will come here, it will see the break. It will become outside this switch statement. Okay, it will be come out outside the switch statement. Suppose if you are writing the break, run again. See, suppose I am running again this one. So 10 is printing y. It will become here. What is the value of a here? That is the 10. So we are testing the a here. What is the value of a here? That is 10. It will be check the cases. Where is the 10? Here is the 10. So it will become here. It will print 10 on the console, and after that break. So break means what? It will become outside of the switch statement, means from here, and from here it will become outside. Now suppose I am writing here 30. Now what will be the output we will get? What will be the output we will get? Any cases? 30, 40, 30, 30, 40. Okay, 30, 40. Many people are saying 30, 40 only. Okay, okay. If I run this one, so 30, 40, 30 and 40 printing on the console. So if I want to print only 30 here, okay, suppose if I want to print 30 only here, so what we have to do? What we have to do? If you want to print only 30, break, right? What we didn't need to do? Simply we have to use here break. I am writing here break only. Okay, and here for 20 also we will write same thing, means we have to stop here, right? So I'm writing here break also, and for 40 also we will write same thing, that is the break. Okay, same thing I'm writing here break. If I run this one now, so only 30 will be print on the console. What it will be do? It will become here, we are assigning the values to the variable. So what is the value of this variable? That is the 30, right? And we are testing only the a here. What is the value of a here? That is the 30. Then it will check with the cases. We have a four cases. So it will be check first cases. Here is the 30. No, it will be not come inside this case. Then it will be go with another case. Here is the 30. No, here is also not 30. It will come with the another case. Then here is the 30. Yes, we have a 30 here. It will be come here. It will print 30 on the console. And after that, here we have a break keyword. Right here we have a break keyword. If VM will see break keyword, it will become outside of the switch. Okay, it will become outside of the switch. It will be not, it will not break the, means it will not terminate the program. Okay, remember this thing, it will not terminate the program. It will simply come outside the switch statement. See, after switch, if I print anything system dot out, and here if I write hello, see, it will print hello or not. See, run this one. See, hello is printing, means what it is doing, if JVM see this break, it will simply come outside the switch statement. It is not terminating the program. Okay, it will start executing the program from here. Okay, but it will not, it is not terminating the program. It's just come outside the switch statement, and it is whatever we are writing here after the switch, it will be printed. Okay, with the help of break, it will not terminate the program. It just come outside of the control statement. Okay, that is the difference. After that, see here, now if we change the value from 30 to 50, now what will be the value we will get? What will be the output we will get now? Suppose value of a will be 50, so what will be the output we will get now? What will be the output get we will get? Anything? Any guesses? If it is wrong also, no worries. What will be the output we'll get? Empty, nothing. Empty, nothing. Anyone have any another answer, like no output, default? Default, okay, nothing. If I run this one, see, nothing is printing on the console. Why nothing is printing? Because what is the value of here? 50, and no cases is regarding with the 50. What it will do? Nothing will be printing on the console. Same like a if else. If this value will be true, it is printing, it is going inside the if block, it will be print something, right? But the condition will be false. So what it will do? It will be come outside, come with the else block, and whatever we write inside the else block, it will be printed. Same like that. No case will be, no case will be match our value. So what we have to do? We have another case here, that is the default case. We have another case here, that is the default case. If no case will be matched with that value, simply it will be printing this one. Okay, and here I'm writing invalid case. Okay, invalid case, simply I'm writing here 10, 20, 30, 40, invalid case I'm writing. Suppose if I run this one now, see, so invalid case is printing. Why invalid case is printing? What is the value of a here? That is the 50. Okay, what is the value of a here? That is the 50. So it will check with the first case. What is the value of a here? That is 50. So it will be checked with the first case. 50 is there inside the case? No. It is the 10 here. So it will become with the another case. It will check with the another case. 50 is there? No. 50 is not there also. It will check with the another case. 50 is there? No. 50 is also not there here, right? After that, it will be checked with the another case. So 50 is there, so no, 50 is not there. So if no case is there regarding with our variable, so what it will do? It will simply come with the default case, and whatever we write inside the default case, it will be printed. What we write inside the default case, that is the invalid case. So it will be print invalid case simply on the console. If I run this one again, so simply it will print invalid case in the console. Okay. Suppose I am writing here now. Suppose I am writing here now 20. Suppose I am writing here 20 now. So what it will print? What it will print now? What it will be print? 20, 20. And it will print default value also. And it will print default case also. No, right? When it will print default case, then no case will be matched to our variable value. That time only it will print only the default case. Okay, that time only it will print the default case. Now another thing is that, suppose here we are writing the integer variable. Here we are writing the integer variable, and here also we have wrote the a variable we have to test. And suppose here we are writing the string value. Suppose I am writing here Java. Can it will be okay? Can it will be okay? No. Okay, suppose we are testing here the integer value. Okay, suppose we are testing here the integer variable. Here also we have to write only the integer value. Okay, whatever variable we are testing here, same value we have to write here also. Here if we are testing the integer value, here also inside the cases we have to write only the integer value. Okay, and suppose here if I write a duplicate case, suppose we have a 10 here, and here also I am writing a 10. So can it will be possible? Can it will be possible? So no, we are not able to write the duplicate case also. Okay, we have to write the unique case also. Means if you write the duplicate case, what it will do? It will give you the compilation error. Okay, if you are writing the duplicate cases, so that time also it will be give you the compilation error. You have to write the unique value, and whatever variable you are writing here, same value you have to write here. Suppose you are testing the integer variable, you have to give the integer value here. Suppose you are testing the string variables, you have to write here the string values only. Okay. Another thing is that inside the case, can we able to write the variable? Here we are writing only the values, right? Here this is the value, this is the value. Can we able to write the variable inside the case? Suppose we are writing here t. So can we able to write the variable inside the case? So no, cannot able to write the variable inside the case. We write only the literals here. Okay, we can able to write literals or the constant here inside the case, because here we are testing the cases. No, here what is the value of here? That is the 20. So it will check the cases only. Okay, it will check the case. Where is the 20? Here is the 20. Here is the 20. Like that. We cannot able to write variable inside the cases. Okay, we cannot able to write variable inside the cases. Inside the switch, if I am trying to write here suppose I am trying to write a 20. We can able to write here. So yes, we can able to write the value also here. Okay, but we cannot able to write here the variable. Okay, here inside the cases we cannot able to write the variable inside the cases. Okay, if I run this one now also, so it will be run. 20 will be print on the console. Okay, so that are the important points you have to understand. You have to know is that what is the thing inside the switch. If you want to use the switch, simply you have to write the switch, then parenthesis open and close, and inside the parenthesis you have to write variable to be tested. Whatever variable if you want to test, you have to write here. After that you have to provide the cases, multiple cases you have to provide. These are all are the cases. In first case containing 10, second case 20, third case 30, fourth case 40. Whatever value the variable have, it will be go with that case. Okay, suppose this variable have the 20 value, so it will be go with this case, that is the 20 case, and you have to write the break. It is not optional, it is break only, the optional only, it is not mandatory. If you want to write, you can write, but if you are not writing, so if this case will be matched, so it will be executing this all the things. Okay, and we cannot able to write variable inside this case. Okay, we can able to write only the we can able to write only the literals or the constant here. And after that default, so it is all, this is also optional. If you are not writing also, so it will not give you the error. If you are not writing default also, so it will not give you the error. It is the optional one only, means no case will be matched to our variable. That time only default will be executed. Okay, that time only default will be executed. Same like a if else. Inside the if else, what we are doing, inside the if we are providing the condition. If that condition is true, then it will be come into the if block. But if that condition will not true, so where it will go, inside the else block. If you are not writing the else block, nothing will be print. Same like here also, if this case matches with this variable value, then case will be executed. If you are not writing default, and this case will be not matched with variable, so nothing will be print. And if you want to print if this no case will be matched to our variable value, so that time simply default we have to provide, and whatever we write inside the default case, that will be executed. And remember one thing, break will not terminate the program. Okay, if JVM see the break, JVM will not break the program or terminate the program. Just simply it will become outside the control statement. Just simply it will come outside the control statement, or you can say that now will become outside the switch statement. After switch statement, anything if you write, that will be executed. Okay, so that is the all about the switch. Okay, that is all about the switch case. So anyone have any doubt here? Anyone have any doubt? Anyone have any doubt? No, no, no. Okay, okay, okay. Now we will move to the another part. So today we have completed the things like wait a minute. So today we have completed the selection or conditional statement, the decision making statement. Inside the selection, conditional or the decision making statement, we have this much examples like else, if, nested if, and this switch also. Now we will start with the iteration or the looping statement. What is meant by iteration or the looping statement? Suppose if we come here, I will remove this all the things. Here I'm writing system.out. Okay, and help. Suppose I want to print this statement in a loop. Okay, suppose I want to print this statement in a loop, means I want to print this statement multiple times. So what it will do, so we are printing this, we will use the looping statement like a for loop or while loop or the do while loop, anything we can use. Suppose I want to print this statement in multiple times, or the inside the loop if you want to print, so that time simply we are using the looping statement. Okay, simply we are using the looping. What is meant by loop? Suppose if you like any song, so what it will do, you are listening the song in multiple times in a loop, so that is only called as the looping. Suppose this is a statement, and I like this statement, so I want to print this statement multiple times. So what I will do, simply I will use the looping statement and I will print this statement multiple times, right? Same like that, if you want to print a number from 1 to 10, so that time also simply we are using the looping statement. From 1 to 10 it will print the statement. If you want to print a number from 1 to 100, simply you can print that. Like if you want to print that, simply you can print that. Like here you have to write 1, then here same thing, if you want, you have to copy, and then you have to write the 2, then 3, then 4, like that you have to write. but line of code will be maximum, then your performance will be also low. Okay, so for that what we need to do, simply we are using the looping statement. Inside the looping statement, we have to initialize the value, we have to provide the condition, and we have to provide the increment and decrement, and according to that it will be print that statement, and it will be print that statement in a loop, or it will be print that number from initial point to the ending point. If that condition will be false, that at that point it will be stopped. Until that it will be not stopped. So say that like looping will be work. So first we will see the for loop. Okay, first we'll be see the for loop. So what is meant by for loop, what is meant by do while loop, and what is meant by while loop, we will see that today only. These are all are the easy only, like for, while, and do while. These are easy only, we will see that today. So first thing is that is the looping. See what is the looping. So first it will become here, it will be check the condition. If this condition is true, it will print whatever we write inside the conditional code. It will be again check the condition. If this condition is true, it will go like that. If the condition will be true, it will be go like that. If this condition is false, that time only it will become outside the loop. Okay, if this condition is false, that time only it will become outside of the loop. If this condition is true, it will be going like that. Okay, when until the condition is false, that means till that time it will, our loop will be going on. If this condition will be false, that time only it will become outside of this loop. So first statement is that is the for. So what do you mean by for loop? So inside the for loop, we have to write the initialization, condition, and the increment or the decrement. A for loop execute a statement that is usually a block as a boolean, as long as boolean condition evaluates are true. So what it will be saying. So when this condition will be true, when this condition is true, that time only it will print the statement. Means until this condition is true, it will print the statement. When the condition will be false, that time our loop will be stopped, and means whatever statement we have to print, that will be stopped. Okay, so here we have to provide the three things: initialization, condition, and the increment decrement. Initialization means what? See, initialization means what? So there are two things here. Okay, initialization means here are two things. Suppose I am writing here int a only, and after that suppose I am writing here int b equals to 20. So which is the initialization here, and which is the declaration here? Which is declaration and which is the initialization? A is initialization or the declaration only? Which is the initialization? Which is the initialization, A or B? A is a declaration and B is a sorry, A is a A is a declaration only, and B is a initialization. Means initialization means initializing the values into the variable. Okay, initializing the values into the variable, that is only called as the initialization. And A is means what? Simply we are declaring the variable, and after that, after sometimes we are initializing the value into the variable. Okay, so simply we will declare that variable. We are not assigning value into that variable. That is only called as the declaration. Okay, so this is the declaration and this is the initialization. Okay, so we are initializing values to the variable. Okay, that is meant by the initialization. After that, here we have to provide the condition, and then increment decrement means simply increment means we are adding the one to the variable, and decrement means we are subtracting the values from the variable. So that is meant by increment or the decrement. We will see that. First we will see the program. We'll take one program. If you want to write a for, so what we need to do? Simply we have to write a for. Okay, if you want to write a for, simply we have to write the for. Same like a if else. If you want to write the if, simply we have to write if. If you want to write else, simply we have to write the else block. Right, simply if you want to write switch, we have to start with the switch. So same like that, if you want to write a for, simply we have to start with the for. So simply I will write here for loop. Okay, after that parenthesis open and close, same like everything, and curly braces open and close. Okay, this is the syntax of the for loop. This is not a syntax, I will tell you after that. Inside the for loop, we have to write the three things. Okay, inside the for loop, we have to write the three things. Which are that thing? Which are the things? There is the initialization, then condition we have to write, and then we have to write the increment and the decrement. Either you can write increment or you can write the decrement also. Okay, so first thing is that initialization. So what is the initialization means? Simply we have to initialize the values into the variable. For example, I am writing here int I equals to 0. Okay, simply if I write here int I equals to 0, means we are initializing the values to the variable. So what is the value of I here now? That is the 0. And if I write like that, means only this is called as a declaration. But what we need to write here now, that is the initialization. So simply I will come here, I will initialize the values into the variable. After that, we have to write the condition. In the condition, you can write, we have used multiple condition inside the if else block, right? So simply we will write a condition here. Is I is less than 5, we will write. I is less than 5, simply I will write. And after that, we have to write a initialization is done. Condition is done. Now we have to write the increment decrement. So suppose I want to increment the value. So I will write here I plus plus, means it will add 1 to the variable. Okay, I plus plus means what? Suppose I am writing the I plus plus. I plus plus. I plus plus means what? So sorry, I equals to I plus 1, means it will initialize the values to the variable, means it will be add 1 to this variable only. I plus plus means it will add the values into the I first. Okay, so we will see that simply we have, if we are writing like that, and if you want to print this one, system dot out, and here I am writing the value of I only. Okay, simply I am writing here I only. Now if I run this one, so what it will print? See, if I run this one, so it will print 0 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, what will you print? 0 1 2 3 and 4. So why it is printing 0 1 3 and 4? So now we will see that. So simply I will copy this thing and we will come into the paint. Okay, simply we will come into the paint, and here I will print this thing. Okay, this is our program. Now inside the for loop, what it will do, it will follow some step. So step 1 here, I will write here step 1. So what first it will do, it will do the initialization. Initialization. Okay, ignore my spelling mistake. Okay, if I do anything, step 1 is the initialization. After that, step 2 is, that is the condition. Okay, it will be check the condition. Step 1 is the initialization, means it will be initialize the values into the variable. After that, step 2, it will be check the condition. If this condition will be true, then it will become into the for loop. Means what is the second another step? Step 3 means it will become into the, it will become into the for loop, means we can say that it will be print the statement, right? Print the statement or execute the statement whatever we write inside the for loop. After that, step 4 is that now initialization is done, condition is done. If this condition is true, then it will become outside the, come inside the for loop, and whatever we write inside the for loop, it will be printed. After that, what it will do, it will be increment or decrement. Suppose if you are writing the increment, so it will increment the value. Suppose if you are decrement, write the decrement, so it will be decrement the value. Means what it will do, it will be add into the 1. After that, what it will do, now initialization is done, condition is done, we have printed the statement also. Now increment decrement is also done. Now what is the another step? So another step is not a initialization, it will be check the condition again. Now another step is the step 2 again. Okay, now another step is the step 2 again. And remember one thing, initialization can done only once. Okay, this step will be done only once, initialization will be done only once. After that, step 2 will be again happen, then step 3, then step 4, like that it will be happen. Step 2, step 3, step 4, until the condition will be false. Then that till that time, step 2, step 3 and step 4 will be work. Now we will take our example. Okay, now we will take our example here. So what is the first step? That is the initialization. First one is the initialization. This is the first step of our program. So initialization. Now initialization means initializing values to the variable. So which value we are assigning to our variable? That is the I equals to 0. Simply we are assigning zeros to the I. After that, which is the another thing? That is the condition. So which is the condition we have? That is the I is less than 5. So what is the value of I here? Here is the condition. No, here is the condition. So I is less than 5. What is the value of I here? That is 0. Sorry, 0 is less than 5. Condition is true or false here? Condition is true or false? Condition is true or false? 0 is less than 5, condition is true or false? True, true. Condition is true. So what it will be do? What is the another step? See, if condition is true, it will be print the statement. If this condition is true, it will print the statement, means it will become inside the for loop. So I will write here print. Okay, and what it will be print? System dot out dot println, and we are printing the value of I. So what is the value of I here? That is the 0. So it will print 0 on the console. Okay, so it will be print 0 on the console. After that, again, what is the another step? That is the increment, or sorry, increment or the decrement. And here what we are using, that is the increment. So I plus plus, we have wrote here the I plus plus. So I plus plus means I equals to I plus 1. Okay, so I equals to, what is the value of I here? What is the value of I? See, 0. So it will be 0 plus 1. What is the new value of I we are getting? That is the 1. What is this value? It is the new value of I. This is the new value of I here. Now all these things are done. There is the initialization is done, condition is done, we have printed the statement also, and we have increment the value also. That is the, we are increment the 1 to the variable, 1 to the I. Now what is the another step? It will come into the initialization or not? Can it will become to the initialization? Can it will become to the initialization or not? No, right? No. Why it will be not come? Because initialization can done only once. Okay, here I wrote no, initialization can done only once, so initialization will be stop it here. Okay, initialization will stop it here. So what it will be do? Then again, step, if step 4 is done, then it will come into the step 2 again. So which is the step 2 here? That is the condition. So it will be check the condition again. So what is the new value of I here? What is the new value of I? That is the 1, right? What is the new value of I here? That is the 1. So it will be check the condition here again. If 1 is less than 1, sorry, okay, so 1 is less than 5. So condition is true or false? 1 is less than 5, condition is true or false? True. True again, right? True again. So what it will be do? It will be print the statement. So it will come here, and what we are printing here? System dot out dot println and value of I. So what is the new value of I we are got here? That is the 1. So 1 will be print on the console again. Then again it will be increment and decrement. So what is the new value of I here? It is 1. 1 plus 1. So what we will get here? 2. So new value of I we got here, that is the 2. Now increment and decrement is done. Then again come to the step 2. So that is the condition. Okay, that is 2 is less than 5. Condition is true or false? Condition is true or false now? True. So it will become here, and it will print the statement again. What is the value of I here? That is the, what is the value of I here? That is 2. So 2 again print on the console. Then again it will be increment and decrement. So 2 plus 1. What is the new value we will get? That is the 3. 3. Well, what is the new value of I we are getting? That is the 3. Again it will become here. It will be check the condition. That is the 3 is less than 5. Condition is true or false? True again. So it will come here, print the statement. That is the value of I, it is printing new value, that is the 3, right? Again it will be check, it will be increment the value. So 3 plus 1, what we are got here? That is the 4. What is the new value of I here we got? That is the 4. Here again come, then what it will do? It will check the condition. 4 is less than 5. Condition is true or false? True again. So it will come here, after 3 it will print 4, and it will be increment the value again. 4 plus 1. So what we got? New value, that is the 5. It will become here, and it will be check the condition again. 5 is less than 5. Condition is true or false now? Condition true or false? False. False here. So what it will do? It will come inside the for loop or not? It will become inside the for loop or not? No, it will be not come inside the for loop. So our loop will be stop it here. And what will be the output we are getting here? That is 0, then 1, 2, 3, and the 4. If you see the console also, see here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This like our for loop will be work. Okay, this like our for loop will be work. Okay, so what it will do? Simply it will be initialize the value first. After that, it will be check the condition. If this condition will be true, it will become inside the for loop and it will print the statement. Then again it will become into the increment or decrement part. If you are adding increment, it will add the values, add 1 to this value. Okay, and again if you are decrement values, it will subtract the values from the I. Okay, if this increment decrement is done, then again it will not go to the initialization can done only once. Okay, it will come into the condition, then it will be if true, then it will print this statement, then again increment decrement. These three steps will be follow until this condition will be false. Okay, so this like our loop will be work. So anyone have any doubt till here? Anyone have any doubt? Anyone have any doubt? No, no. Okay, okay. Now we will see the another one. Okay, suppose I am writing another for inside this for int j equals to 0 initialization we have to do. Then j is less than j is less than 3. Here also we will write a 3 only. We'll decrement the value, and here also condition is done. Now what we will do? Simply we will write here. Simply we will write here the increment. Okay, and inside that system dot out we will write, and here I am writing, I am giving some space here, and here I am writing j. Okay, sorry, plus and j I am writing. So what it will be print? Okay, so what if I run this one? See, so first it is printing 0 0, then 0 1 0 2 1 0 1 1 1 2 2 0 2 1 and 2 2. It is printing like that. Okay, now how it is printing like that? Okay, how it is printing like that? So simply we will copy this one and simply will come into the paint. Okay, simply will come into the paint here. So here I will copy this and I will paint it here. So this is our program. So now we have to follow the same step I told you, no, same step you have to follow. So I will keep it as long like that. Okay, and what I will do, we have to values 11 I will write. Okay, and first step we have to write. So which is the first step? That is the initialization we have to write. But which is the initialization it will be do? For the outer for loop. For the outer for loop we have two for loop here. Okay, we have two for loop here. There is this for loop and this is the another for loop. This for loop is a outer for loop and this one is the inner for loop. We have a two for loop here, this one and this one. Suppose if we talk about this outer for loop, see I will mark this one. Okay, this one is the outer for loop here. This red line one, this is the outer for loop, and if I told you the inner for loop, so this one is the inner for loop. Okay, we have a two for loop here. That is the outer for loop and the inner for loop. So if this outer for loop condition will be true, that time only it will become into the inside for loop. Otherwise, it will be not come into the inner for loop. Okay, so now we will check this condition. Now we will check the all the condition here. So simply will I will write like that. Initialization. So initialization for the outer loop. So what is the outer loop here? That is the int I equals to 0. So what it will do? It will initialize the value here. So simply I will write here I equals to 0. Okay, so for the outer loop, initialization for the outer loop. After that, what it will do? Initialization is done. Now it will be check the condition. So condition, but for what? For the outer loop. Okay, for outer loop it will be check the condition. What is the condition? I is less than 3. So I is less than 3, it will be right. Okay, what is the value of I here? What is the value of I here? That is the 0. So 0 is less than 3. Condition is true or false here? Condition is true or false? Condition is true. Condition is true. So what it will do? It will become inside the for loop. It will be come inside the for loop. So inside the for loop we have another for loop. So it will be go into the another for loop. And for to do, it will again initialize the value. For this loop, it will be again initialize the value. So first this one is the for loop. So what will we do? It will be initialize the value. Initialization. But for what? For inner loop. For the inner loop it will be do the initialization. Okay, so what is for the initialization? Inner loop for the what it will do? J equals to 0. what it will do, j equals to 0, then it will be check the condition again, j is less than 3. So what is the value of sorry, it will be first initialization, then it will be check the condition for the inner loop. Okay, for the outer loop we have done initialization then condition. If this condition is true, it will be come into the inner for loop. For inner for loop also it will be do same thing, there is the initialization and then after that condition. So what is the condition for the inner loop, j is less than 3, j is less than 3. So what it will be do, what it will do, it will check the condition 0 is less than 3, condition is true or false here, condition is true or false, true, condition is true again. So what it will do, it will be print the statement. If this condition is true, it will be print the statement, so it will be come inside the for loop, whatever we write here, so it will be printed. So I will write simple here print. Okay, simply I will write here print. So what we are printing, first the value of I. So what is the value of I here, that is the 0. So first it will print 0, then we are giving some space, so I will give some space here, and after that value of j. So what is the value of j here now, that is the 0, right, that is the 0 it will be. After that here print is done. Now what it will do, it will increment the value, so I will write here increment, and after that j plus plus, increment for the inner loop only, right. So j equals to j plus 1. So what is the value of j here, what is the new value of j we are getting here, that is the 0 plus 1. So simply we will get here 1, right. What is the new value we are getting, that is the 1. Now here for the inner for loop, initialization is done, condition is done, and printing statement is done, and increment decrement is done. So now what is the another step? Then again it will be come into the condition. It will be not go to the initialization. Initialization only happens only once. So it will be check the condition again. What is the new value of j? It is the new value of j. So what is the new value of j? That is the 1, right? 1. So it will be check the condition. 1 is less than 3. Condition is true or false? 1 is less than 3, condition is true or false, true, true, right. Then again it will be print that thing. So what it will, what we are printing here, that is the value of I. So what is the value of first value of I space value of j. So what is the value of I here, that is the 0. So 0 space 1 it will be print. After that it will be increment the value again, it is the 1 plus 1, and what is the new value of j we are getting, that is the 2. Okay, 2. It will be check the condition again with this one, that is 2 is less than 3. 2 is less than 3, condition is true or false? 2 is less than 3, condition is true or false? True. So again it will print the statement, there is the value of I 0, then space value of j, that is the 2, right. Again it will be increment the value 2 plus 1, then what is the value of j here, that is the 3. What is the value of j here, that is the 3, right. Then again it will be come into the condition, and it will check the condition, 3 is less than 3, condition is true or false? False. So it will be stop the loop here, and it will become outside of this for loop, inner for loop, inner for loop it will become. But for the outer for loop, which steps are done, only initialization, condition, initialization and the condition only done. Okay, and printing statement inside this one we have another for loop, no. So it will be printing the statement also indirectly, but increment decrement is not done for the inner for loop. So what it will be do, it will be increment the decrement of the value of I here. Simply it will be increment the value of I for the outer for loop. So I plus plus I equals to I plus 1. So what is the new value of I we got here, that is the 2. Sorry, what is the 1, that is the 0 plus 1, what we will get, that is the 1. Okay, so this is the new value of I we are getting here, there is a new value of I we are getting. Now increment decrement is done. Now what it will do, it will be check the condition for the outer loop again, that is the 1 is less than 3, condition is true or false here. Now condition is true or false here, true. So again it will be come into the inner block, that is the inner loop, and it will be initialize the value again. So initialization is done, it will be check the condition again, that is the 0 is less than 3, condition is true or false? 0 is less than 3, condition is true or false? 0 is less than 3, condition is true or false? That is the true. Then it will become inside the for loop again. Okay, and it will print the values. That is the What is the value of j now? What is the value of I now? See, what is the value of I here? See, if I down this one, what is the new value of I we got? That is the 1. So what will we print? 1 space 0. Then after that, what will we print? 1 space 1. Then after that, 1 space 2. It will be print like that until what it will print? That is the 2 here. If you see this one, until what it will print? That is a 2 space 2. Okay, if this condition is false, that time only it will be print, otherwise it will be stop. Until that it will be stop. So same like that it will work. And if you write for within the for, if you write for within the for, so what is this mean? That is the nested for. Same like a nested if. If you write if within the for, what we said, that what we say to that thing, that is the nested if. So same like that, if you're writing for within the for, what we say to that thing, that is the nested for. Okay, what do we say to that thing? That is the nested for. If I ask you what is meant by nested if, what is meant by nested switch, what is meant by nested while, so what we have, what you have to answer? There is the for within the for, that is called as the nested for. For within the if within the if, that is called as nested if. While, same like that, if while within the while, that is called as the nested while. Same like that it will be one. So anyone have any doubt till here? Anyone have any doubt till here? No, no. Okay, so if you have doubt also, you can ask me directly, or you can ask into the group. Okay, and today's assignment is that you have to create a program using a switch, that is you have to make a calculator. Okay, if I add plus there, so it will be add the value. Okay, if I choose plus here, then it will be add the value. If I choose minus here, then it will be subtract the value, like that. Calculator you have to write, and you have to take the values from the scanner, like value of a, value of b. You have to stake from the scanner. We learned the scanner before, no? So you have to stake the two values from the user, and you have to add that, you have to subtract that, like that. Okay, and after that, simply switch means, with the help of switch you have to make the calculator, and with the help of for loop and for nested for loop, you have to make one program. Okay, and whatever assignment Hari will be give, that also you have to do. Okay, so that is the thing for the today's guys. And if you have any doubts and all, you can ask me directly, or ask into the group. So, and do the assignment and submit on the group. Thank you for your time. We will meet tomorrow. Okay, bye guys.